Hey, it's Astro D, making learning astrology real super easy, and Synastry in relationships is my specialty. Hey, and thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to talk about a transit that we got going on the 28th of March, 28th, 29th, we'll be feeling it, and it's Venus conjuncting Uranus. And I think honestly, these might be my two maybe favorite planets coming together. I kind of like this conjunction. It's a little crazy though. It's a little crazy. So I want to really tell you about it and talk about it, and maybe you can use this information to navigate through the week with it. All right, and if you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this Astro D Stars channel, or you hit me up on Instagram at AstroDee5. Okay, so this video is talking about this Uranus-Venus conjunction here on the 28th. What is going on? You got the planet of love, what we desire, women, femininity, right? Money is ruled by Venus. Possessions, the things that we love, we own, and we value. Okay, and then the love that we have for others. You know, the things that we desire of others in our hearts and all this stuff, right? So you got the planet Venus doing this thing where it gets real close and it snuggles up next to Neptune. I'm sorry, next to Uranus. Uranus is a planet of surprise, excitement, freedom here. Uranus is about things unexpected, sometimes sudden separation, sudden gains, sudden losses. The things that are just out there to us, those strange things, those electric strange bolts that come out of nowhere, very quick, fast, in a hurry, type Uranus. And I like this energy because it's in Aries, number one. So this is a very manifesting type of energy. I really believe that a lot of people are going to see a lot of things happen on this day. So the 28th, mark it down, whatever you got to do. But you know, I think people will see a lot of things happening. Whether this starts with the courage, because this Venus is in Aries, to break through freedom here. Courage, freedom, and love are coming together here. So the freedom to leave a situation so that you can find the love that you truly want, whether that love is for yourself or that love could be for another. This is that gateway. If anybody is trying to be released from something that could involve money, possessions, or love, maybe, you know, you're in a work contract with somebody. Maybe something will go to, see, now this is where it gets interesting though, because I say, you know, this is the time to release. If you've been wanting to release from a situation, right? If you've been wanting to release now, you know, currently we have also Mercury in retrograde. So, you know, that's like a release, but then it's like, wait a minute, maybe I need to do that a little differently. Oh no, I gotta have to do that again. I might have to do that again and again. That's just that Mercury retrograde. But in general, speaking about this aspect here, this is when the freedom meets love, a love of freedom here. This is where, on a general aspect, talking about everybody, this is where we break free. We take that action. Because it's in Aries. Uranus is in Aries right now. So this is about taking action, right? So on a global, you know, scale, this is really about fighting for your rights in a way that's sudden. Suddenly, you're going to wake up and be like, you know what? I don't like it like this. Or you know what? I need to try this next time. A lot of times when we have this transit to our natal planet, you know, Venus wants to conjunct our Uranus, you know, this is the cheating aspect. This is the aspect where people might want to step out the door a little bit. They might want to kind of, you know, try something a little different. They might be feeling really strange, really rebellious, right? Rebellious to our lovers, rebellious to the normal routine. This is probably the time when you have Venus transiting Uranus where you get really bored with your actual partner if you're in a relationship. If you're single, this could be a time where you suddenly want to get into one with somebody. This is about the sudden things. You know, this could be a rise financially for some people. Some people might, you know, jump up. You know, this could also be, you know, in the financial decks, we're having some issues here, you know, globally and financially. So, Uranus is going to be in Taurus in May, and then we have this Venus. I have a feeling that these two both connect. They connect. What's happening with our money and our finances here. So we want to hope, right? This is an ideal situation with Venus Uranus. It's like but you know what? You still go to jail for this because they got cameras by it. Like, you go to the ATM and then the ATM's broken and a whole bunch of money just flies out and you're like, oh my God, and you grabbing all the money from the sky. That's some kind of Venus Uranus thing, sudden expected money or, loss of money. But I truly believe this is a gain here. This is a fight for it if you do, because of what sign it's in. Now, when you natally have Venus conjuncting Uranus, this is okay. When you have your conjunctions here, it's very different. It's a different kind of aspect because it's the blending aspect almost. What happens with the conjunction is the two planets, they come together and they meld together. Sometimes, you'll have two energies going on similarly at the same time. So these people, a lot of times, they need lots and lots of space when it comes to loving. If you got somebody and you know that their Venus is conjuncting Uranus, do not crowd them. I really believe do not crowd it. They feel love when they have freedom. Even if it's an invisible fence that you put around or whatever you put, but you have to give them a sense of freedom and individuality during this time. And they need constant changes, constant stimulation and changes. They're very quick. And they, unless you're fast enough to keep up and you got a lot of really good Uranus aspects with them, it'll be very difficult to keep anybody's attention during this time. This is the time when people want to do those rebellious, unexpected things and just get on with it. You know what I mean? So when somebody has it natally, that's what they want to do. They just want to do their own kind of thing. And this is also about unconventionality. Uranus rules unconventionality. So when you have Uranus and Venus together, what you love, right, is what's non-conventional. If it's a traditional marriage and the traditional thing, it may not excite you. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to feel it because you need the excitement. Venus coming to Uranus is a love for the excitement, a value in the shock value. These might be the nudists that want to walk around the street naked and be like, look at me. And I want to see the on your face. I want the thrill seekers here. These are the thrill seekers that want to say things just to get these are the people that lose money sometimes so weird and they gain it right back again, weird again. It's like, what are you doing? Whether you're using some form of technology, there's money in technology for these Venus Uranus people. There's money in that. So now you're dealing with a couple situation here where Venus and Uranus are aspecting each other. So with Venus and Uranus conjuncting, this is tough because, sometimes you could say, oh, Venus trine Uranus. You guys will be like, enjoy maybe having other people in the relationship. You will give each other a certain amount of space. And that also applies to the Venus-Uranus conjunction here. But this also creates a friction between two people where there could be separations that could occur on and off. Like you guys get so excited, but it could be overstimulating. And it's like, we need a break. One of them friends, and it's like, I gotta dip in your pool once in a while and put it back. What do they call it? Those friends where you got to deal with a long handle spoon kind of thing. Or, you deal with them when you can and you can handle it. And then you keep it moving, right? With this Venus-Uranus kind of thing. So when Venus and Uranus are touching, in a Synastry chart, it's going to be on fire. I mean, the love is popping as far as, sexual energies is really exciting with this person. It doesn't die. Now, you combine this with some Saturn aspects too. I mean, this is a long-term, exciting ass relationship. I mean, you guys could really do something different together. So, I kind of like this aspect a lot because, like I said, it's the rebellion. It's the something new. Uranus is kind of new. It's very modern. Dealing with Uranus. Uranus is, in Vedic astrology and a lot of ancient astrology, they don't use Uranus or Pluto for that matter. So it's like, this is still the modern. It's new. It's sussy. It's the future. Always planning and thinking about the future with this person. And, even with this aspect that we're about to have this week with this Venus-Uranus, some people, and only because, Mercury is also in retrograde, some people may leave their partners and really regret it. And be like, oh, shoot. And I'm not saying I'm not saying to not leave if you want to, you're being abused or you're going through something. Nah, you got to go, you got to go. But I'm just saying, make sure that you're not too quick, because this is the really, really fast. The things popping off on the 28th, that might just be a really quick day. This might be, because it's like Aries is already fast and Uranus is really fast. And you got, they're both, and Venus, you know, being right in there. This is just quick, boom, something hitting, going down. So how do you want to use this to predict anything? You want to look at first your situation of Venus. Where is Venus in your chart? You know, where is your Uranus in your chart? What house is this happening in? First, second, third. What house is this happening in, where that you can actually see how these two energies are blending? You got this sexual, more romantic love than sexual. Mars is more sexual. But we're still getting to that nitty-gritty of things, of pleasure. You know, what you like. You know, we like Venus and Uranus is the love of things that are not normal. Considered normal. Right? Because everywhere has their own way of saying what's normal and what's not. But this is the unconventional. These are the polyamorous, you know, relationships coming out here. These are, you know, the homosexual, lesbian, LGBT type relationships. They're coming out of the Venus-Uranus conjunction here, you know. And then this is also, you know, what is it? That's polyamory. Polyamory, I think, is when you're dating a whole bunch of people. And then polygamy is when you got one guy married to like 10 women. You know, and it is what it is. I cannot judge anybody in any way, but a lot of times now the square is where you got more problems. That's where you definitely have a lot of separation, you know, a lot of flares of just, I gotta go, I gotta split. You know what I mean? I just got to bounce. And sometimes the conjunction will do that too, where you gotta bounce and you gotta keep it moving. But for a general sense of transit, the recommendation is you're going to be tempted to manifest and do something, right? To see a quick, fast result. Now, hey, always keep in mind Mercury is in retrograde. So whatever you do, all right, make sure you double checked it. You're going to be tempted to do it fast, but make sure you double check it and make sure Mercury is on point. This Mercury energy is on point before you do it, meaning you've crossed your T's, you dotted your I's, you made sure everything was clear and all that stuff, and what you said and communicated was clear. If you're trying to leave your partner, make sure you've gotten to the nitty gritty of why you want to leave. You don't just want to do it because you feel it. Because a lot of people are just going to feel these sudden impulses to do these things, you know, concerning wherever it is in your chart, right? Let's say it's in your 5th house. So you're going to feel that energy, let's say with, you know, a romantic partner. You know, you want to take it to the next level and you're ready. You're like, yeah, I'm going to tell him I love them now. And it's like, whoa, you tell them and it's just not quite what you expected. That's all. It just doesn't mean it's going to go wrong or anything, because it's just, because Mercury is in retrograde, what is revealed to us now has a blanket underneath. And then it's got a sheet underneath that blanket. Then it's got a mattress underneath the sheet. You have layers of information that is still yet to come when you make these quick, fast, and a hurry choices. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that things are going to fall apart. It's going to be terrible. It just means make sure you check your ish, okay? So I hope you like this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my AstroDee YouTube page. And you check out my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at AstroDeE5. If you want to hit me up and find out, you can check on your own now. You can look at a birth chart and see, you know, where Uranus and Venus are going to be in your chart when this transit happens. And if you want me to further, if you like my AstroDee style of explaining astrology, hit me up. Check out the link in the description or hit me on my website. Set up a reading with me. I hope that you guys have a great week and enjoy this video and you have a good time with this Venus Uranus, because it is a very nice sensual surprise.